What is up, YouTube? This is your boy, Mr. Marvel, back here in another video. I've done another video in the last couple days. Took a little break, before I come back, and why not? I've been doing a couple videos on, not videos, I've been live streaming videos on, Live Me, actually. Started doing that again. Started doing that for the first time, and I've never done it before. I know other people have done that shit. They get their into it, it's all that good stuff and everything. So I just figured to come on here, record some shit, and do whatever. Talk about whatever I can really think of. Hockey season's coming back, October 4th. I get the WWE Super Showdown coming up. You got some good Marvel movies coming out. October 5th, you got Venom. Venom's gonna be a big one because it's gonna be a good movie, I think, and I think it might relate into Spider-Man eventually and how that becomes and everything. And I've been wanting to talk about different characters and all that, and, thinking about all different things and about Marvel and everything, and how the next movie is going to become the best. Because I think between every other movie that I've seen of Marvel, DC, I think they're all good, all great, all that stuff. I think it's gonna be a good year for both franchises. But Marvel's got the bigger picture because they got more detail into what they want to produce. And they got an idea of, okay, they know what the fuck they want to do. They don't want to fuck it up. They got what they need. They got the footage. They got, the information. They got all that shit they got down. And that's it. The way I see it is, you put a movie like that in perspective, you're making trillions and millions of dollars a year for life. As long as you do it the right way and you don't fuck it up and you get the right cast and the right, actresses and actors, you're set, yo. Because you can't have a movie that's not going to be based on nothing but bullshit and fucking lies. Because if you do that, it's gonna be a joke. But they know what they're doing. They got it down pat. There's no worries. I mean, it's perfect for that. It's perfect for Marvel. And I think the next Avengers movie 4 would be, the best. Because I think it's gonna be a really good year for Marvel. I think that the franchise series of Avengers and more to come, as long as they don't speed up too quickly. Talking to my boss at work today, and he's into Marvel a little bit, and DC as well. And he was saying, as long as they don't, move too fast into Marvel, because basically if they do that, they're gonna, kill all the fucking characters, and, they won't have many more storylines to go with. And I kind of agree with that, because if they continue with the storyline they have now, and they bring more characters in it too soon, it's really gonna kill it. You don't want to do that. You want to keep it more of a secret now, back it up a little, and then move forward step by step. You don't want to just jump right into it and say, okay, here's a new character, here's a new whatever, and this and this and this. You want to keep it slow. And I agree with that, because if you push too quick with that shit, it's not gonna go very well, because you don't want to do it too soon. You don't want to introduce anybody brand new right away. You want to give it time, because it makes it more exciting for us fans to see it and to realize, okay, this is going to be fucking awesome, because we want to be shocked that, oh, there's a new character, oh, Spider-Man's got a new suit or something like that, or, Iron Man's got, whatever. All that stuff has got to be exciting to us, because we want to be excited as fans. We don't want to be disappointed where we sit through a movie and like, what the fuck is this? That's not what we want. We want to see good movies. We want to be very, very entertained, and we want all this stuff to go down perfectly. And it makes sense, because if you do that in a way that makes sense to us fans in the real world, we get it. In the science fiction world and all the fantasy shit, it's fucking perfect. But again, it has to be the way we want to see it, and the way they produce and direct it and write the story and everything is going to be good. And we have faith. As fans, we have faith. As fans and loyal fans of both, generations and more to come, I think it's gonna be a pretty good year of movies, and for superhero comic book fans and all that stuff and everything like that, which is gonna be awesome. Where I'm going with it is, we see a good franchise movie. We got a good fucking career ahead of us with all that stuff. It's good franchise, good everything, which is awesome. As long as they don't move too quickly, because if they move too quickly now, it's not gonna go very well. You don't want to do that, because they know what they're doing. I'm not trying to correct them or nothing. I know they got it. They got down pat and all that shit. But again, you put it in a decent perspective. You got good movies coming out. You got good actors and actresses. You got all that shit down. You're set. I think they're gonna go. I think they're gonna go in a good direction with it. I think they got what they need. Those that move too quickly, they don't link a lot of things. They don't, do all the stuff. They got it down. Now, more into that as well. Thanos has all the Infinity Stones now, which is correct. Now, he has all stones. He can go back in time. he could have got supposedly he might feel bad now. I don't know. Somebody told me that today, and I'm like, there's no fucking way he feels bad for what he's done because he pretty much destroyed what he wanted to create, and what he wanted is what he got, and he got it. He's straight up. He got what he needed. He got what the fuck he wanted. He got what he fucking came for, and he went. Now, if he did feel bad, he would probably go back in time and fix it because he has all the stones and everything that he needs. I really doubt it because Thanos, pretty much killed characters in the Infinity War movie, and it just, what the fuck do you do now? Because everybody disappeared. We don't know if they're dead. We don't know if they're alive. We don't know anything because that's the surprise because we don't know what anybody is. Now the next movie might explain more. It might be the biggest movie they've done so far because you've seen pictures of things. You've seen Tony Stark. You've seen Robert Downey Jr. with things on his wrist. You've seen all these little things that go into the movie now. But you don't want to say much because that would just kill it as a franchise. Now, if you put out too much now, it's not going to be very good because if you do that, it's just going to make it a whole lot fucking worse. That us first fans, we won't be happy with it, and we will be. We won't. Well, I think we will, because it has to be a good way to put a movie in perspective, because if you do that, you have a shot to make it great, and they won't fuck that up, because they know what they're doing that makes sense to us, and as loyal fans of both, comic book generations of, DC and Marvel, I think they got it down pat, but Marvel's got a better lead into it, making it more colorful, more colors into it and all that stuff, and DC thought about doing that. I think DC should just stay where they are in the dark ages, the dark zone, because that's where they're basically on. That's their main prime. We don't want to put too much color in that, because that's just gonna make it more fucking awkward. If you put that shit now with more color and more of this, it's not gonna be DC. DC's more dark. DC's more a little bit of this, more a little bit of that. It's all little things that we love, and that should stay DC. If you change DC things up now, it'll just be very, very different. I don't think they should do that. I think basically you should keep this shit the same. Don't change anything up. Just keep it the way it is. Because if you do that now, and then you control this, you control that, and you mix everything up, it's not going to be what it is. We us fans love dark, DC being the dark, violent, killing this, fighting the villains and Joker and all this. That's DC. That's the dark era. That's what they're good at. That's what they basically stick with. If they put more color and lively into it, it's not going to be the same. I don't think they should do that. Because I don't think they won't, but if they did, it would just be like, are you kidding me? Because that's more Marvel thing. Marvel's got the color, they got the pizzazz, they got all these fucking amazing things that they can do to it to make it awesome. But if you change it up now, by doing that with DC, it's going to be very fucking awkward to see that shit. And be like, okay, this is not DC that we love. This is something else that they changed. It's different. It's very different from what we know. And I know that Disney's pretty much brought into the Marvel Universe. They got all that down because it's more of a Disney thing and whatever. And they get all that together because they pretty much brought that stuff basically from another franchise. And, they control that now and everything, which is nice. Mix it up too much, they're fine. They got that pat. Because I think between being Marvel fan and DC fan, it's pretty crazy because you see all these awesome movies that Marvel's putting out now and DC's coming up with as is. It's pretty cool. It is, and all the Marvel Universe they've done with it and DC as well. It's pretty cool, and I heard that the guy who plays Superman Henry, and then I think Affleck's no more with. They're not doing Batman or Superman anymore. I think that's kind of a bullshit rumor because if it was true that they want that the guy Henry who plays Superman and Ben Affleck who's doing Batman, they would say they weren't doing it anymore. But again, that's not even, we don't know if it's true or not. It could be just some bullshit rumor that they're putting out there, and it'd be like, okay, we would hear about it on social media or something, or TV or something. We would basically hear about it, and we have it. So if they did if those two characters, the actors who played those guys change, who the fuck are they gonna use? This is why that it annoys the crap out of me that they changed the characters between DC so much. But you're putting in so many new fucking Batmans and Supermans and all this, keep them the same. Because if you change it now, it's gonna make no fucking sense to do Justice League 2 and then have new characters in it. Who the hell's gonna play Batman? Who the hell's gonna play Superman? I mean, my guy must change fucking Woman for God's sakes. They're not doing that. You can't change the characters already. Come in now, and if they did do it, why the fuck would you do it now? It makes no sense to do it now. That's not something they should do. They should not do it at all, because it makes no sense to. Who the hell's gonna play Superman? Who the hell's gonna play Batman? Who the hell are you gonna find to do that? Because it makes no sense to do that at all. And I don't think that's a good move. I don't think that's a good move on DC. I don't think that is. Like I said, if it did come true, if it was true, you'd be on social media, we would hear about it, you would talk about it, and whatever. But again, if that happens, what the fuck are they gonna do with a Batman and Superman? Who's gonna continue that franchise? Who's gonna be in the next Justice League movie? Who's gonna do the next Superman? Who's gonna do the next Batman movie? Who's gonna do what? This is why things they need to decide now. If they change the characters again and they keep them the same, I think you should keep them the same. It makes more sense now to keep the characters the same at this point in juncture, because if you change it now and when Justice League movie comes out and we see two different new characters for Batman and Superman, what the fuck? I mean, we're most likely expecting to see Ben Affleck and Henry. Why the hell would you get rid of him, and then put two faces in the franchise, and we don't know who the hell they are? I mean, come on. If they did do it, put somebody that we would recognize, somebody who would be good for that role. Same thing with Superman, somebody good for that as well. To me, I find it really fucked up that if they did do it, it'd be like, are you kidding me? Because fans like us would be like, are you fucking nuts? I mean, seriously, because that's the main two characters in the franchise series that make it what it is. If you got, like, same thing with Marvel, if you got rid of Iron Man and you got rid of Thor, we'd be like, what the fuck? Oh, Captain America? And people would be flipping out. But again, you don't want to do that shit because it just aggravates the fan base where you change shit up now, it's going to be a different fucking story. And, people come after you and it's like, what the hell did you do? Why'd you do it? Blah, 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 blah. It's going to be an endless battle of bullshit. But if you do it the right way, we'll be fine. But, again, if they change those two characters, Superman and Batman, it's going to be a whole fucking endgame. Because it's going to be different. It's not going to be what it is and what we expect as fans to see in the theaters when we're sitting and watching a movie. We expect to see Ben Affleck as Batman. We expect to see Henry as Superman. If they change those characters now, and it's going to be a dramatic difference to us, I mean, like, who the hell are these people? Oh, I know him, or I know him from this and this. It's got to be somebody that's going to be good for that role and can stick that role in there. And if they fuck that up, then it's like, it's destroyed. But you cannot change characters midway through a movie. If they did do it, I'm not saying it's true, I'm not saying they've done it. I'm just speculating that if they did do it, let us know. Let us know what the hell's going on, why they did it, and how come they stopped doing it. It's just, it makes sense that we should talk about this shit. It makes more sense to us. Like, we would like to know, are they changing the Batman character? Are they changing the Superman character? Are they going to change the Flash? I mean, are they going to change Aquaman or Wonder Woman? No, they're going to keep those guys the same. Because that makes sense. But if you change the Superman and Batman characters, it's fucking done. Because there's no way in hell that's going to make any sense to us. That if you change the characters now, we're going to be so lost. We're going to be like, are you fucking kidding me? Why the hell did you do that? Why did you do this? I mean, it kills us as fans that they do these things in the movie business because they think it's the right fucking move to do. Yeah, granted, directors and producers can do what they want, get new casts, and then cast all these new people and new faces, but when you have a great franchise series like Justice League, you want to keep things similar because we would pick up on this shit. We would pick up on it so fucking quick, it's like, you'd be amazed. I mean, you can't change something that's so popular, that's been on TV for years, the cartoons, the franchise, all that stuff, the movies, and all that good stuff. That makes it interesting. But you cannot change the franchise series that's going to make millions of dollars in the movie business and then cut it off. Because it makes no fucking sense that they would do that shit. Because it's just like, it would kill it. I mean, same thing with Marvel. They got rid of Captain America, they got rid of Iron Man, and then put two new phrases in there, people would be pissed. and we're used to characters that they have now, and we have they respectfully retire and they do what they have to do. We respect it. But if they change it, in between the mid movie business, in the mid season of it now, then what the hell are you gonna do? Because it makes no sense. And to me, that would be that's an aggravating kind of move, because you don't want to see two major characters in a fucking great franchise series of Marvel and DC go away. It's not that. It's not awesome to us. It's like a disappointment, because we want to be amazed. We want to be shocked that we can see two great actors in a franchise series making millions of dollars and be happy with what they're doing with their job. But if you change characters now, it's just gonna kill it, because it's not something that we would expect from them to do. We want to keep it the same and very interesting, very lively, and very awesome. But again, with DC, it's different. They can change things around like a fucking instant, like a snapping your fingers. I can't snap, but again, like that, and we'd be like, "Are you kidding me?" Because that would just make it so much difficult for us to figure out what the fuck are they doing. Why would you change these characters now, and then surprise us in the next fucking Justice League movie? Who the hell are these two? I mean, it's not something they should do. But if they did it, it had to be out of respect for us that you'd pick somebody good and great that can make the role exciting. But if you change it, if you keep them the same, it'll be fine. That's just my opinion. I mean, I know people have a lot of different opinions about it. I know I respect their opinions for what I would comment on if I have to. But again, it's just me speculating that it makes sense to do the right thing now, and then if they do the wrong thing, it's gonna backfire on them. And that's just my opinion. Again, I'm your boy, Mr. Marvel. I speak the truth. I tell the truth about movies, about anything. Again, thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe. Until next time, peace.